Welcome to the 13th day of Advent. Now today has been a rather busy day, as well as all the normal things that I get up to with home and pets and college drop-offs and grocery shopping. My husband and I have been Christmas shopping this morning, and we came home for lunch and went back out again, and then it was like pick up time and things. So yes, we've been rather busy, and then around lunchtime I did a bit of tree decorating, which I did a little bit of filming of. So now I'm going to show you some advent calendar opening. Now you've seen a couple already. I've opened the 12 days of Christmas Barbie advent calendar, and I've got two items in it. It's a plate and a pudding. I can't remember what this shaped cake is called actually. If you can remember, then please let me know. But yeah, it's definitely something you'd have around Christmas time, isn't it? But yeah, I've got this pan, but I can't for the life of me think what it is. What it is, since all my home renovations, I just haven't been doing the baking that I used to, unfortunately, but because a lot of it's in storage. But when I'm all back to normal again, hopefully I can do way more baking. I am going to be doing baking during this month, but I'm going to wait until my boys are broken up from college, and that's when the baking will commence. So the other thing in my calendar, my Harry Potter mini calendar, is Harry's Letter to Hogwarts. Now we have already had one of these in the other calendar, but a larger version. So this suits the mini Harry Potter dolls, and this suits the Barbie size, the 12 scale Harry Potter dolls. So it's nice to have both, isn't it? And the thing that I got out of my own calendar is something for a Blythe doll, and it's some little festive booties. So should we get Annabella and we'll put some boots on her? So here she is. She's already in the outfit that she's had out of the calendar. She's wearing the earrings that are for me, but Blythe can wear human earrings as well. And so she's wearing those, and now she's going to get some little booties. I should really get some festive beads for decorating her sleep eye cord. What I do with these dolls, I alter them so they have a sleep eye cord, and then I decorate the sleep eye cord, but I leave their normal pull cord just as it is. But I built this doll from bits. I bought an authentic Blythe body and head, and then I had to source other bits to build this doll up. So she hasn't got a regular pull cord, you know, the plastic bit on her, like a regular Blythe doll would, or even the copycat ones. But that's why it's so long, because I haven't really finished doing it yet. But how cute do they look? She's looking so festive, isn't she? I really like how she's looking. So I'm going to get a wooden man dressed up as well. And here it is. Now, when I've been making these jumpers, I've been taking photographs of them to put on my Ravelry account. Now, 13 is the only one I've photographed up to. I photographed from 1 to 13, and I haven't photographed any of the others. So I must make sure before I start dressing them on wooden men, I take some photographs to add to my Ravelry account, because I've actually I've completed that project on Ravelry now, so people can have a look at it, but they'll only see jumpers number 1 to 13, unfortunately. It might look like I've just made it up and I haven't done them, but I have, which you're going to see every day of this month. So yeah, it's a very autumnal looking, isn't it? I actually made this in the autumn, and it just felt really right. Now the colour of this is golden nugget and cappuccino, and then it's the Norwegian wool, the DK weight wool. Yeah, and it's really lovely. And you'll know what these sweaters are. Arnie and Carlos's mini Nordic sweaters. So I'll show you my knitting, and I'll open the other advent calendars. Now the one is the Barbie in this corner. I'm not in anything I've handmade today. I don't think so, no. Sometimes we check if I've made the socks or things. No, I mean all, shop bought things today. Oh, it looks like either headwear or a necklace. Definitely some kind of jewellery. Oh yes, it's a necklace. So that's funny because she had something for her neck yesterday. She had a scarf, so the scarf's got to come off now. Yeah, it's very fancy. I don't know whether to tuck it under her dress actually, so it's not sticking up. So yeah, you can wear it either way. It looks like she's got a little lacy number underneath now, doesn't it? The white earrings would probably look better with that now, I'd say. But yeah, we'll leave her like this anyway. So I've got one more advent calendar to open. This is a knitted jumper though. My husband bought for me. It's really nice, isn't it? I lightly curled my hair again today because I felt like I was going on a bit of a day date with my husband. Now I can't see what that is. Can you? It feels like an item of clothing. Yeah, it's been held in with elastic. Period. So do you think my tree is looking quite nice? I'm really pleased with it actually. Yeah, I haven't actually finished with it. I've still got things to hang up, but what I'll do today, I'm not going to show you different things I've made previous Christmases in this bit of video, because basically everything you saw me hanging on the tree today, I have made it. There's nothing in those videos that I haven't made, so you've got to see lots of previous makes. If you have any questions about anything you've seen in that bit of video, then I'm happy to show you. Maybe I'll grab things off the tree the rest of the month and show you things that I've made. Like some are like, you know, really old, like, and some aren't so old. Like for example, I remember I made that knitted ball last year, and this is Gingerbread Man is one of my oldest makes. And these snow globes with my children's names on, they're extremely old. So yes, some very, very old makes and things that, you know, are more recent. So this, oh, it's the H jumper. Now we've had this H jumper already in the mini calendar look, and Hermione's wearing it. And I have knitted, no I haven't, I tell a lie. I've knitted a jumper for Ron with the R on it, but I knitted Harry a Gryffindor jumper. Actually, I'll put a photograph of my other Harry doll wearing the jumper that I knitted for him in the Gryffindor colours. So yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? So Harry's going to have to lose a few items this evening. It is evening. I've watched Arnie and Carlos, but I've had to watch 2 videos this evening because I hadn't watched yesterday's. And what else? And yeah, and I've done my knitting. I'm all up to date with this evening's knitting as well. So I've actually knitted on 3 different things this evening. I'm saying this while dressing Harry. Yes, I've done some more work on my hat because I took the hat out with me, so I've knitted that in the car. And I've knitted on 2 different Christmas stockings, which are both Arnie and Carlos's stockings. The hat I'm knitting is the pattern, just the hat, and I've bought something digital actually today, and it's actually another knit along for the month of December, but it doesn't include knitting every single day. So because we're only halfway through the month, I think I could catch up with it actually. And yeah, and there's a recipe, so I'm thinking of doing that when the boys break up. But yes, I need to see if I've got the yarns. It's 4-ply yarn and I need 4 colours, so I'll have a look and I'll see if I've got the yarn and I'll see if I'm able to do it. So here we go. Here's Harry. I thought I could even, if I didn't know if it was going to be loads of knitting, I thought I could knit it in the month of January, do it like a knit along then. But I think I might be able to catch up. I just need to see really. I'll have a go and I'll see how I get on with it. But yeah, he looks lovely in that jumper, doesn't he? I'm so happy to have that. I was planning on knitting Harry this jumper in the future, but obviously I don't need to now. I know he's got it anyway. That's really very good. Obviously everything I've opened today, I film. I'll put the things that I've opened, I'll put on top of the trunk now. I don't know if you've noticed in the video. I put those on the trunk and I just film all the dolls and things, all the new things that you see. Right, I've got something to show you with Arnie and Carl Carlos's stocking. Now yesterday, I've been printing these out in grayscale to save my ink. Now yesterday, that's what the pattern looked like. Now all these words down here, they're just telling us what date. So that's the 1st of December, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, right up until the 12th. So today was day 13 and I printed it out. Look how small it is. So it means I had to really look close on here. So I'm going to see what tomorrow's looks like, because I really don't want to work this tiny. Like, I've done it and it's turned out perfectly, but I've been a bit spoilt with it this big. Right, and it felt a bit torturous actually going that small. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow, if the pattern is really tiny, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it into some editing software. I'm going to zoom in and just print off the rows that I need, you know, bigger basically. So if anybody else is knitting this and having trouble, yes, do that, because yeah, it is really tiny. You might not have printed yours out or looked at it yet, but maybe if you're not printing them out, you could have a look at the picture and zoom in and make it bigger. That's always an option as well, but I like printing mine because I like marking off my rows as I go. So anyway, I'll show you what I've done. Now I've screenshot Arnie and Carlos with theirs, so I'll show you what it looks like knitted up. Show you theirs first and then I'll show you mine. It's just exactly the same. So here it is. Now I must admit, I was tempted to not bring this down because I thought, oh gosh, it's all these balls of yarn, because I've got 2 stockings on the go and I've done something funny. I'm using these metal needles now to knit this, because remember I had some ones break and things, but I've accidentally used the knitting needle. I was using the 5th one on the other one accidentally, because I've been working between the 2 of them. Right, let me separate these yarns. I'm getting all tangled between 2 stockings here. This is why I was tempted to not bring them down. Maybe I'll only bring 1 stocking down a day. Right, good, that one's not attached to anything, luckily. I'm still waiting for that ball of yarn to arrive to work on that other project. I don't know how long that's going to take, not with all obviously Christmas post at the moment. I've shown you this, haven't I? Yeah, I show it you? I don't know. I'm getting, my head is all over the place today. I've been so busy. I must admit, I'm feeling very tired. So I want to get this done and then go and edit, and then I can just settle down, maybe do some knitting. And my husband is at tennis at the moment, so he'll be there for 2 hours. I've got no idea what time it is now, actually. So these are snow crystals, apparently. This is what they've told us. This is just a traditional pattern. These are some hearts, and these are the Eightley rose or something. When they say what this is, I can't quite understand what they're saying. So I'm really sorry, Arnie and Carlos, if you're watching this. I don't quite understand what you're saying. Eightley rose. Leaf? Is it leaf rose? I'm not quite sure. But I can understand saying the heart traditional and the snow crystals. But yeah, but it's a lovely design. Whatever it's called, it is really lovely, and I'm really happy with the progress of this. Now, Arnie and Carlos have said that some people have had trouble with this heel, and they said that people have been ripping it out and having to do it repeatedly. And yeah, I found it okay, but as I say, I've knitted socks. I've done this style of heel on a sock before, and I told you my tip about putting a stitch marker through the stitch of every stitch you leave behind, so it's a bit of an indicator on the ones you've left behind. If they drop off a needle, they're saved. But what they've suggested is is doing an afterthought heel if you're having trouble. Now that's what this stocking is going to be. Now I think you'll actually notice a bit of progress since you last saw it. I was kind of getting to the middle of the flower when you last saw this, but I've done a good bit of this flower now. I'm not quite finished with it. There might be a row or two left yet to complete this flower, and then I'm guessing I'll have something similar the other side, and then I think that's when I'll start the heel with this one, but we won't knit the heel straight away. We'll be putting some waste yarn in and then carrying on, but I'll show you what that looks like when I get to that. But that's what Arnie and Carlos are saying to the people that are having trouble with this short row heel, that's they can do this style of heel. So maybe if you're not even sure how to do that, maybe purchase their bullfinch stocking pattern, which is this one, and then they'll get the instructions on how to do it on this one. So yeah, my initial plan with this is that I was going to try and keep to the same speed with these, but I've gone steaming ahead with this one, so I've got some severe catching up to do with this one. And buying another pattern, another knit along, is not probably the most sensible thing to do, is it? But yes, you know, I punish no, I'm not punishing myself. I love knitting, and actually my husband has gone around my side of the bed doing vacuuming, and I think he's vacked up one of my knitted doll shoes. Now I never really liked the shoes. I knitted them for another doll, and I knitted socks for another doll, and then I ended up swapping them. I gave the other doll the socks and the other one the shoes, because the shoes were always a bit too big on this other doll, but they fitted the other one, but they still dropped off. So now she's missing a shoe, so now it's a good excuse to get my knitting needles out. I'm going to knit that doll some socks as well. So yeah, so I've got lots and lots of knitting to do, but the doll might get some socks in the new year, because I'm trying to concentrate on Christmas knitting during Advent. Even with my sewing, if I do any sewing, I want it to be to do with the festive season, and then just wait. I'll still probably carry on doing festive knitting and sewing when Christmas Day is over. I normally start in January. You know, that's how I got these done. You know, I started them in January, so that's what has to be done. If you want to get these things done, sometimes you have to start them early. So yeah, I'll be continuing, but yeah, I'll be doing non-Christmas things as well once this you know, all this vlogging is done with over the Advent season. So anyway, I'm waffling on, and I know I do, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Stitchmas, Vlogmas, Dollmas, and I'll leave you with a little bit of footage of two other cats of mine that you haven't seen during this Stitchmas. So I think you've seen all the pets so far. You've seen my dogs, you've seen Bella, you've seen a lot of the chickens yesterday morning, but you haven't seen my other two cats. So I'm going to include those and a bit of footage of the things that I've shown you that I've opened in the calendars today. And I'm actually doing something quite exciting tomorrow. It's something I often do, but something a little bit out of the ordinary, and I really hope I can get someone to film it, because I won't be able to film myself. So yeah, I'll leave you with that thought, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.